All right, all set up. Yesterday, I did all the talking I needed to do to explain what's going on. I'm not going to do that again. I just got to get to work. So, don't need this. I might get up to make some tea at some point. I'll get there. Although, I guess for right now, just to be as up to date as possible, going through everything from start to finish right now. I added a whole bunch of new stuff, but I should actually probably grab a pen and paper. That's second draft. The second time I read it over, I'll grab a pen and paper and I'll start making notations on the things that are new, that need to be adjusted, that need to be, I need to go throughout everything and fix it, so on and so forth. So that's kind of the idea. See if I can move a few of these screens around, be a little bit better up to date. There we go, there we go. All right, cool. What are you guys up to? What are you guys up to? Cute guy. Star, you too? Oh, you guys are up to no good. No fighting. No fighting. Back up. You settle down. Listen, he's like 10 times bigger than you. I don't know why he's not aggressive, but you push him around. He's gonna one day, man. Gotta watch out. So distracting. Anyway, so what I was saying is that I'm gonna be reading this from start to finish. Did I say that already? You guys are so cute and distracting. Anyway. I've read one paragraph and I'm like, I don't hate it. All right, let's go. Anytime I start over, I always get that just kind of churning feeling in my stomach of being like, is this good? Is this okay? I think this is all right. So it's so far so good. It probably like later on is that I know I said I was gonna like not talk and just type, but I can't help myself. But the beginning as I have it right here may not be the final actually how the book starts, but for how I'm looking at it so far, I'm happy with it. I'm pleased with what I'm looking at. That's another thing. As I go through my second reread, I say that even though there's been hundreds of them so far, but you get what I'm saying. In the current draft, in the second read through, I have to make a lot of notations about things I say in terms of what things look like. I don't do that a lot. That's kind of why I'm going over this again and again and again. I'm going to be making notes and then going back in and filling in a lot more details for the areas that fix them, and you feel like you're actually sitting in a location when things are happening. Um, ba, 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 ba. But not right now. Not right now. I have to stop myself. If I do anything, it's probably gonna be, what are you doing? You're up to no good. Shoo, 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 shoo. You too, both of you. Go elsewhere. Hey, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotions for your channel. I'm okay. Thank you though. Yeah, if I'm going to make any kind of adjustments and you hear me typing or anything, it's going to be because I read a sentence and I hate it. Which I think I got rid of a lot of that stuff. Um, but you never know. I don't know. I've gone. It's been about a month since I've read from start to finish what I've written. So there could very well be things that I'm just like, nope, nope. Or I just have a spark of inspiration. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me jot a few things down. Although I shouldn't do that. I should be putting it in the other document. Doesn't matter. I'll figure out my rhythm for getting further in, but it is getting to that stage for me where there's so much written that anything that gets added in, it's gonna. I have to start keeping track of it a lot better than I'm currently doing. But that doesn't matter anyway. I'm reading for now. The other thing I need to do, um, I say so much, so my brain is like spooling what I'm trying to say while I'm listening to things and trying to think about what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, no, trying to curtail my part of speech just completely confuses what I was saying. Sorry about that. Okay. One of the later things I plan on doing sooner than later is writing character sheets. Just anyone I have in there, as I'm reading through it, I'll be like, okay, this tall, like just any details that they make mention of them, just so I have all on one a page as I refer to things going forward. I don't want to like forget things. So having some kind of like profile information for places and people and things like that, that's all going to happen later on. I have a little bit of that now, but nothing I refer to, and it's not very filled out very much. The one thing I'm seeing is just sentences that I am not, I don't feel are the strongest. I'm looking at them. I'm like, the way, like I could reading it in my head. It feels like there's a little bit of pushback. It's not fluid. It doesn't like flow very well. And I can only imagine saying it out loud. Saying it out loud must be just even worse. Which I think I've read my entire story back when it was like 120 pages, and that was really helpful. So one day I'll get back to that. All right, so far. But yeah, one, two, three, about four paragraphs in so far. There's nothing in there that I'm looking at. I'm like, I'm ripping my hair out about. I'm like, I hate that. I hate that's there, or betray something, something to work on. I'm reading. I'm like, it could be better, but better in a way that'll happen later on. Right now, what's on the page is enough for me to kind of refer to it later and then say, okay, this is an area that needs to be strengthened. Obviously, can we go up and down with this? There we go. Okay, fair enough. I need something to drink. Be right back. Get the tea going. Silver and gold in the mountains of Spain. All right, the water is boiling. Tea is on his way. Okay. Tiny typos. Let's get rid of those as we go forward. There you go. One letter off. What are you sniffing at? Shoo, 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 shoo. I don't trust you. Got my eyes on you. Yeah, you're hunting around looking for something. You're looking to be up to no good. Hmm. Come on. Come on, come on. Yes? Oh, welcome to the party, buddy. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Shoo, shoo, shoo. No, wait. You just rolled up over here. What are you gonna do looking in my face and giving me the demon meow? That was terrible. Get out of here. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Do you not have food? Let me go check on your food. Oh, you're running after me. Okay. I got you. There you go. Just a little bit of food. Not you. I'm gonna feed you at the same exact time, which I don't normally do. I don't want no fighting. There you go. Yeah, I know. Everybody stop yelling at me. Not you too. Okay. I got you. I know. I got it. There you go. Now, come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now you get some food pets. You're doing okay. See? Oh, my tea. I completely forgot about it. All right, eat the food and don't give me any shit. You too. Smiles above my what they give. All right, everything okay? Yeah. All right, cool. Everybody is okay now. And I have my tea. The time is frozen and you got something to say. A piper went to nights of dawn and dawn. I'm doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, which is like find areas and just start writing things into them. But I can't help myself. I can't stop myself. So this is going to be a very, very long process for me to get to a point where I'm organized and I'm doing things at a appropriate, approximate like schedule and rhythm. But for right now, it's such a scatter shot. It's just like I my story really starts way later on, so I had to start it somewhere. Now that I've started it somewhere, I need to go and actually like fill things in and have it make it a little bit more cohesive sense. But for right now, I'm just still writing more things, making it absolutely more difficult for me to do what I have to do. But I'm writing things at the beginning and the end, like just anywhere I see as I go through a draft for draft. And I'm just like, oh, I'll worry about the effects of what I just wrote later. So that's basically that. All right, let me get some tea in me. You watch the world exploding every single night. Do you want to turn on filter keys? I don't know what that means. Oh, because it means the keyboard is on top of the laptop. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Your time will come. Your time will come. Your time will come. Your time will come. This is such nice sounds of cats eating. You might be able to hear the soft murmur of the music from my earbud and just the clickety clacks after I finish drinking some tea. I could see the appeal. Thanks for joining me. More people need to have a relaxing time. This guy's not a real streamer. He doesn't have music blasting in the background. Yes, I know the problems with my stream. Leave me alone. So what am I doing? Right now, very early in the story, there's a scene that I felt needed more detail. More detail I could add right now that's not going to necessarily... I suck. I suck so bad. I really wanted to be absolutely lie. I wanted to absolutely lie just now and say that what I just wrote has no consequence going forward. It's just a little bit of color detail that's nothing here or there. That's a complete lie. Because what I just wrote, as soon as I wrote it, I was like, oh, you know what? This makes sense because if I do this, then I could yada, 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 yada. These are the things I do. Having a good time with it. I'm not saying like I'm really bashing myself for complaining all that much, but it amuses me when I realize what I'm doing. Another pet peeve of mine is certain words that are repeated. So if I say something like the word face, let's say someone gets punched in the face. I don't want to use the word face for like 10 pages. I want to go so far away from that word. So I need to come up with other ways of saying certain things. And that's just, I don't know if that's a normal like author thing, but it just bugs the hell out of me. It would have been a lot easier too. I could have just been like, is this actually? Yes. I could have been like, someone gets punched in the face and then they wipe their face and there's blood on their face and then, they spit and the spit comes out of their face. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you read certain things, what are you being nasty? Shush. You okay? Look me in the eyes. Are we okay? I don't want to fight, do you? Because you're going to win. Okay, buddy? That's better. That's a good face. Okay. You had me worried for a second. I'm still kind of doing like the tilt away from him because he's a feisty boy. Not that one. That one over there is just all love all the time, no matter what. You got a little vinegar in you, buddy. That's what I like about you. Okay. Ah, here I am. It started off so simply. And then I wrote one little thing, and then I went back, adjusted it. Now I'm back at the thing that I want to write, but I'm skipping over that because the next sentence isn't gonna. It's better if you just let me do a thing. I'm good. I talk about my wife all the time. I'm gonna continue doing so, but one of the things I know that I do all the time is when she does ask me, what's going on, and I'm in the middle of something. Sometimes I could just be like, oh, I'm writing this section here and doing something like that. But more often than not, I'll just be like, blink. Oh crap! What the hell was I doing? So she's doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that anymore. It's like really early on when I wasn't really talking about my book and I was just doing my own thing. I'm not sort of saying like, oh, my wife comes in while I'm hard at work and she confuses me and nothing like that. I'm saying like when I was just kind of typing things out, doodling. When I was doodling on my phone, this book I'm writing, yeah, sometimes she's like, hey, do you want to do this? And I'm like, what? Oh, what? Just completely lost. And also, it is easier for me to just like let someone read what I'm doing than to explain what I'm doing because it'll take so much longer than I just sometimes I'm just like, wait, hold on. Because if I get into explaining, I can't stop myself. I have to like I need to give the reason. I mean, if you tuned in yesterday and you made it to the story about me and cell phone, you'll understand that I just have this need to over explain things. So yeah, I don't know. I just something caught my mind just now, and now I'm thinking about it. I can't stop it. This is why I need to be an author or just get things in writing because I just now I was like in the middle of talking in one thing and I was like, wait, what if I did this with my next sentence and doot 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 doot, and then both things kind of met and fizzled out. I gotta focus. I gotta focus on one thing, so I'm gonna stop talking. Two things: tea and writing. Oh, here I am. A second. What are you doing? Okay, okay, okay. Jojo is hunting down the last of because this is the thing. Star likes wet food and he'll deal with dry food. Jojo generally doesn't like wet food. He'll like smell it and lick a little bit of the wet food, but other than that, he doesn't give a crap. Unless it's the other cats and he's done with it, and now right now he's like marking it and he's like, "This is now mine. These leftovers they belong to me." Very very like beta alpha. Okay, okay, this is what I was doing. Hey, buddy. Very good, very good, very good. The look on his face took the fight out of Cassandra, and her voice caught in her throat. His rage seemed so out of control that his red and watery eyes reflected the smoldering embers of the fire that had lit the living room. We're doing our moving on. If I read, I'm literally like a page and a half in. If I read the first page again, I guarantee you I would be making more adjustments. But I'm forcing myself to move on. I like what I did. I appreciate the fact that my brain was like, "Oh, do this now," but I really want to move forward and start doing the detail stuff that I was talking about. Um, what do things look like? The simple things. I spit it with ease, so leave it to me. You got it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage, hitting with a record release. Depend of the week, I'm about to have to achieve another bond. Let me go and live over the beat. I'm going to beast mode, like I'm ready to feast. I'm fed up with these thieves, trying to get me to bleed, trying to see take you all up, see what I mean? Okay. Just now, that was a situation of what I just said about finding a word that I've used in a paragraph recently that I'm just adjust it, change it. Which is happening. Somehow I hit like 80 buttons at the same time. There you go. And now what are you doing sniffing at the other food too? Yeah, I know I scared the shit out of you. Shoo, 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 the both of you. Yeah, you're looking for him. He's up here. I don't want none of that. Both of y'all go to bed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'm waiting for you. Click, click. Ah, better. Got hair. Gonna be the enemy. Of Chicago was the baddest part of town. I got one petted. I got one shoop, and he just a little dangerous right now. It's fine. The flow, leave like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. I really like that. Perfect. Why do I have a comma here? Clunk. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Up till now, I just went over 15 pages. Uh, just did a few adjustments. Exactly like I said I was going to be doing at the beginning of this, is making sure everything is kind of cohesive. There's nothing earlier on that's so egregious that it interrupts the flow of what's happening later on, which I didn't think there was going to be much of. It turned out that as I'm reading it, all I decided to do in those 15 pages was maybe add about half a page. I added about half a page of stuff in the first read through, which I'm gonna do. That's not what I mean to do, but just since I'm in the spot anyway, as I go over it again and again and again. Not bad. I mean, the rest of this is just gonna be more of the same. That's why I'm not streaming the entire time I do things, because for the next maybe 3 4 hours, it is going to be basically this. It's going to be here. I'm going to be here being very, very quiet, watching this, going through things, going back and forth, probably seemingly deleting more than I'm adding. Um, but that's just how it goes. Can you just get me to the end? Okay, so yeah, as of right now, with everything that's added, it is officially at 170 pages of things that are written in the actual start to finish book. Bum, bum, bum. There's two documents that I separated from everything else, which I noted in the last stream, where they're just things that I'm looking to work on. They're things that are just not ready for being even put into this format yet. More of like ideas that are floating around that if I do add in, it's going to be too much of a pain to kind of work before and after that moment to change a bunch of things. So even if it still will happen at some point in time, it doesn't need to happen yet with a lot of the stuff in those certain documents. And the other one is a list as I'm reading through of places where I want to add new things. So for what I'm doing right now, this is just reading over and seeing if there's any areas I need to adjust for, just more details of the areas that they're in. So far, yeah, I've identified a bunch of them, but this is only the first read through, first 15 pages I said. Once I'm done 170 pages, then I'm going to be reading the entire thing again with a notepad, writing things down of the changes. As long as they strike me again that second time, then I can be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. Once that's all done, that's probably just going to go in another separate document, and then I'll get back to doing what I really feel the most comfortable doing, which is just writing the story, writing the things that are happening, and trying my best to make it interesting. But again, just the thing I'm pounding over the head is I have to make sure that as much story as I want to write, that I leave enough room and notations that I keep track of things I want to add, things that aren't conversations, that aren't big pivotal scenes, and things that, like right now, 170 pages, I keep saying they're probably going to inflate from right now 170. I could easily see with the things I want to add this doubling, just for adding world details, for adding just more flavor text, giving more context to the things, putting more clues in earlier on that I'm kind of alluding to later on, should that be necessary. Things like this. So, like I said, 170 pages. I had to stop myself at just 170 because I was just going and going and going until I started making these separate documents, and I kind of slowed myself down going, oh, wow, wait. If I don't keep track of this crap and I'm at page 500, 600, 1,000 or plus, it's going to be nearly impossible for me to keep reading from start to finish to make these kind of adjustments that I need to make. So I got to be careful with it going forward, which is why I'm going as brutally slow as I can to make sure that I get at least separating things, making sure they're in the place that they need to be helpful for me going forward. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's it. It's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. Yeah, but I mean, if people, hold on, if people do want to see me sitting here and doing the entire thing for hours and hours on end, let me know. Just I'm always welcome to people asking me questions, letting you know what I'm writing at this exact moment. If you want to actually know what the story's about, or if you want to want me to read through any parts of it, absolutely let me know. But for right now, it's just another format of me by my lonesome, just trying to figure things out. as I go along. But as I said in the other stream, if I'm doing this anyway, I talk to myself, I kind of reflect upon the things that I'm saying, trying to work things out. I might as well do it in this form factor because if everyone every once in a while spoke back and said something, it could be super useful. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if this all works out for the reasons I wanted to. But I guess one way or the other it is. Since I was doing it, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, bye.